It's official. If you've been online in the last few days, you've seen the news. Netflix owns it all now. Cartoon Network, Adult Swim, Looney Tunes, in short, all of Warner Brothers. But if you've only seen the headline, you're missing the whole story. What's actually happening is way more complicated, and honestly, way more interesting. Because this isn't just a business deal, it's a decision that could totally reshape your watch list, for better or for worse. In this video, we're going to walk through exactly what this takeover means. We'll show you what's really changed, what's still up in the air, and most importantly, what it means for the shows you love and why the internet is currently split between celebrating a new golden age and mourning the end of one. Here's how the story actually begins. We have to rewind the tape a little bit. For years now, the parent company, Warner Bros. Discovery, has been carrying a mountain of debt. All those mergers, bringing in HBO, Discovery, CNN, left them in a really tough spot. So they made a huge decision. They put the empire up for sale. And that's when the circus started. It was like an all-you-can-eat buffet for media titans. Universal smelled the opportunity. Paramount saw its chance. Comcast was in the mix. All of them were circling, placing bids, trying to figure out how to swallow this whale of a company. It was a full-on, old-school corporate bidding war. But then, in December of 2025, one player slammed down a stack of chips so high it silenced the room. That player was Netflix. Their offer? A cool $82.7 billion. Let that number sink in for a second. Now, it's crucial to understand, this deal is about so much more than just Bugs Bunny and Scooby-Doo. When Netflix bought Warner Brothers, they bought the entire lot. They're getting the keys to the Harry Potter universe, the DC superhero vault from Batman to Superman, the epic fantasy realm of Game of Thrones. It's a content kingdom. But the real crown jewels in that treasure chest are two specific studios. Warner Brothers Animation and Cartoon Network Studios. That's where the magic of our childhood lives. Here's the twist though, the part that makes this all so tense. The deal is signed. The announcement has been made, but it is very, very far from closed. This thing isn't expected to be finalized until late 2026. Why so long, you ask? Because regulators around the world have to pick it apart. The US government, the European Union, they're all going to scrutinize this to see if it creates a monopoly. And the drama got even spicier when Paramount, refusing to back down, launched a hostile counterbid of $108 billion. That's right. This fight might not be over. So for now, Netflix is a winner, on paper. But in reality, the final whistle hasn't been blown. But how about we play out the what if? Let's say all the approvals go through, the deal closes, and Netflix finally gets the keys. What exactly are they walking into? They're unlocking the doors to the greatest animation vault in modern history. We're talking about a legacy that spans generations. First, you have the absolute legends. The foundations of cartoon history. I'm talking about the chaotic genius of Looney Tunes, Bugs, Daffy, Wile E. Coyote, the timeless, wordless rivalry of Tom and Jerry, the mystery-solving antics of Scooby-Doo and the gang. These aren't just shows, they're cultural institutions. Then you descend into Hanna-Barbera heaven, the bedrock of Saturday mornings, the modern Stone Age family of the Flintstones, the space age futurism of the Jetsons, the picnic basket pilfering charm of Yogi Bear. This is the soundtrack to so many childhoods. Then, the revolution. The Cartoon Network classics that defined a new era of animation. The wonderfully weird courage of Courage the Cowardly Dog. The suave, hilarious vanity of Johnny Bravo. The sugary, superheroic action of the Powerpuff Girls. The Omnitrix-wielding adventures of Ben 10. The emotional gem-powered journey of Steven Universe. And of course, the sprawling philosophical epic of Adventure Time. These shows didn't just entertain, they shaped a creative sensibility. And we can't forget The Edge, the Adult Swim wing of the vault, the nihilistic interdimensional adventures of Rick and Morty, the sharp socially conscious humor of the Boondocks, and the modern brilliantly absurdist style of Smiling Friends. This is where animation grew up and got weird. One critical thing to note here, the cable channels, the actual Cartoon Network and Adult Swim TV stations, they're staying separate. They'll likely have to license these shows back from Netflix to air them. But the ownership, the master copies, the power to make new seasons, that all transfers to Netflix. They wouldn't just be renting the house, they'd own the land it's built on, and that changes everything. Now, the reaction to all this online hasn't been a calm discussion. It's been a full-blown internet civil war. The fan base is completely split right down the middle. On one side, you have the hype squad. You see the excitement in tweets celebrating that we'll enjoy new stuffs in the coming years. And that iconic blocks like Toonami is about to get even bigger. Their mindset is all about potential. The dream of Scooby-Doo meeting Wednesday Addams, or a massive vault of classics finally in one convenient place. They're hopeful Netflix's resources will revive beloved worlds. On the other side, you have the horrified crew. Their immediate fear? That Netflix is going to modernize everything. Their social media is dominated by criticism against reboots, with people dreading that our childhood fave cartoons are about to be infested with what they call woke or LGBT content. For them, this takeover threatens the very soul of the originals, but the anxiety goes deeper than culture wars. They see a streaming monopoly forming, which could mean everyone's subscription price jumps. Theater owners are having nightmares about their beloved physical media, DVDs, Blu-rays, disappearing for good, with original cuts potentially lost to digital edits. It's pure polarized chaos out there. So let's get speculative. Let's imagine the best and worst possible futures. The dream scenario is beautiful. Netflix becomes the patron saint of animation. They open the vault and say, let's do it right. They greenlight that 11th season of Adventure Time everyone whispers about. They fund a true spiritual successor to Samurai Jack. They deliver a lavish, faithful Powerpuff Girls revival that captures the original magic. They curate a pristine classics hub with remastered Looney Tunes. In this world, animation enters a new golden age. The nightmare scenario is, well, the opposite. Netflix's infamous algorithm and quick trigger cancellation policy take over. Ongoing projects get axed mid-production, niche beloved shows are buried by the homepage never to be found, investment shifts to cheaper live-action reality TV, and animation budgets shrink. All those fears of soulless reboots and the death of theatrical cartoons come true. And then, there's the meme scenario, which is already happening. The internet is processing this through jokes. First, the immediate practical joke. Under Netflix's own announcement post, a top comment read, "Next month, dear Netflix user, we've recently acquired Warner Brothers and well, to pay for this we will be raising the price of all our memberships." It's the nightmare everyone sees coming. Then, the crossover dreams became memes. The biggest one? An epic edit of Batman facing down Vecna from Stranger Things. This is the hype visualized, the infinite mashup potential now under one roof. But, for every hype meme, there's a lament. Another popular post features director Martin Scorsese looking grim captioned, "Absolute cinema is dead." It's the high art theatrical fear summed up in one iconic image. So where does all this leave us? The fans who actually care about these characters? Honestly, in a state of very cautious hope. This is the reality. Netflix's history with animation is a roller coaster, and we've seen what corporate shuffles can do. Shows vanish, libraries purged. That fear is real. But so is the possibility. This could be the moment animation gets the budget and the global spotlight it deserves. It could mean new life for stories we thought were over, presented with real respect for the originals. The power is in their hands now. Our job is to be vocal, to support what we love, and to hold them accountable. So for now, we watch, we wait, and we keep our fingers firmly crossed for a happy ending. What do you think? Is Netflix owning this cartoon universe the ultimate win, or the biggest L of the decade? Let me know in the comments. Drop your favorite Warner Brothers cartoon and tell me if you're on Team Hype or Team Horror. If you want to follow every twist in this corporate cartoon saga, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell. Thanks for watching, and remember, in the words of a soon-to-be Netflix-owned dog, Scooby-Dooby-Doo, where are you? Probably on a brand new homepage coming 2027. See you on the next one. Peace.